So our season finally comes to an end. A season that I would say was one of the craziest seasons I've ever experienced as a Raider fan. We lost to the Bengals, 26-19, and we almost came back at the end of that game, man. It was a tough loss. I really had confidence in Derek Carr with everything that went on in this game to come through for us and at least score in the red zone. This is one of the very first times, rarely that Derek Carr did not come through for us in the fourth quarter. And I don't know where the future holds, but if Derek Carr does come back around and does stay with the team, man, we need to spend some money. We need to be aggressive next season and getting all the right weapons around him, man. Shout out to everybody on this team, offensively, defensively. We've done the best that we could with the players that we had, and even Derek Carr. I know it has been tough, losing our head coach early in the season, losing our number one wide receiver, losing our first round cornerback. Just all the adversity that we had to face this season has been tough on this team, but the fact that we've come so far, that we've made it to the playoffs as the 5th seed and the AFC, man, is huge for this team, man. I would have to give kudos to Rich Bisaccia for taking us this far, man, taking over this team at 3-2 and going on a 7-5 run to take us to the playoffs, man. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy with the players that we've had and the adversity that we faced, but we did it, man. We made it to the playoffs. Our season comes to an end, and it's really, really sad to see our season go down like this. A lot of players try to put their heart out on there and try to play, man. But overall, I would just say I'm proud of these guys, except for the offensive line because there was liabilities out there.
I was just joking.
But with that said, with this emotional roller coaster that we've been through this season and this 2021 season, I'm really happy to be a Raider fan, man. And I thank you guys for riding with me throughout the season and this crazy ass season, man. We've had a lot of highs and a lot of lows, but through it all, we fought through adversity, man. So I'm not gonna waste any more time with this intro. Let's just get right into the video.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
This video is sponsored by the GOAT Charles Woodson and Woodson Whiskey. Head over to woodsonwhiskey.com to find a store near you or order it online and have it shipped to your door. Woodson Bourbon Whiskey. If it isn't your game day whiskey, it is now. Now, coming into this game, both teams have not won in the playoffs in quite some time. Like I said before, 31 years for the Bengals and 19 years for the Raiders, but both teams were really eager to go out there and get that W. Obviously, we were riding on an all-time high on a 4-game win streak to punch our ticket into the playoffs. So we start off with the ball. Derek Carr in this offense drives down the field, and we end up with the field goal. And that would be the storyline for the rest of the game because Daniel Carlson was on the field quite a lot in this game, especially in the red zone. Then the Bengals come out, and they just target Ja'Marr Chase right out the gate, and Brandon Faison had no answers to stopping him, man. They kept driving down the field and ended up with a CJ Uzomah touchdown to go up 7-3. Now, one thing that was really pissing me off in this game was this offensive line, man. So many penalties in this game, so many holding calls, and they were killing our momentum on the offensive side of the ball. Now, I know our offense wasn't doing much, but anytime we had some type of big play, this offensive line would take us back just by having a holding penalty. Derek Carr barely had any time out there. And on the next drive, Trey Hendrickson got to him and forced the fumble, and Cincinnati recovered. Luckily enough for us, the defense held up and only gave away a field goal. At this point, we were only down 10-3, only down a touchdown. So I'm like, you know what? Let's get this ball back. The offense got to drive down the field and find a way to score and tie the ball game up. But what do? Pam Barber's dumbass, downs the ball at the 2-yard line. Doesn't get out of bounds to rule the ball out of bounds. So we start at the 2-yard line, and it's just all downhill from there. We can't get anything going, so AJ Cole has to punt the ball right back to the Bengals. Ja'Marr Chase has a huge push off on Desmond Trufant for a huge first down that didn't get called, and I'm over here sitting like, yo, what the fuck are these referees looking at, man? Luckily enough for us, again, this defense holds up in the red zone, and Quentin Jefferson gets a sack to force the Bengals to kick another field goal, and we're only down 13-3. On the next drive, Josh Jacobs has 2 back-to-back huge runs to put us up in the red zone. And what do? We fail to convert on third down. Deshaun Jackson drops a open ball that could easily go for a first down, and we got to settle for yet another field goal. At this point, I'm like, bruh, can this offense at least score in the red zone? Can we get a touchdown? Bengals would get the ball right back, and then they drive down the field. Diablo goes down and is out for the rest of the game, which is a huge blow for this defense, especially at the linebacker position. But one of the most controversial calls of this game was Joe Burrow running out of bounds and finding Tyler Boyd in the end zone, and the referees blow the whistle, which the play should be dead, but they give them the touchdown still, which confuses me because I'm pretty sure in the rule book, when the referee blows the whistle, no matter if the ball is up in the air or if somebody's about to catch it, the play is dead. But they still were able to give them the touchdown, and I feel like that could have definitely changed up this ball game. Huge. I mean, we only lost by a touchdown. Imagine they didn't get that touchdown on that drive, and they only kicked the field goal. This game could have went to overtime, and we could have had a chance to win this game. But you know what? Controversy always going to hit us, and you know the referee's always going to turn a blind eye because we're the Raiders, man, and we just got to get on with that, which sucks at the end of the day. Now, with the clock winding down at halftime, we find a way to drive down the field, and Derek Carr finds Zay Jones finally in the end zone, and we are only down 20-13. Now, coming into the second half, our offense couldn't get going. This offensive line was killing any kind of momentum we were getting out there. Like I said before, the penalties, oh my goodness, the holding penalties were killing us. I feel like every single player on the offensive line had a penalty today, which costed us, you know, first downs and whatnot. Josh Jacobs was out there running wild, and we got down to that 1 yard line, and they got called back because we had a holding penalty. What the fuck is going on, man? I was really getting pissed off in this game, and Alex Leatherwood, don't even get me started on my guy right here, man. So far this season, he's struggled so much, and I would say, as of right now, was a waste of a first-round pick. I don't want to hear anybody try to back up Alex Leatherwood because he really hasn't provided nothing for us. Brandon Parker, on the other hand, was a liability on the right side. Derek Carr had no time, and I mean no time to really go out there and find his receivers, and I mean, Derek Carr wasn't perfect either. He was 29 for 54 for 310 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception, was sacked 3 times for 28 yards. This is the first time this season that Derek Carr threw for over 300 yards, and we still lost the game. I mean, we had a chance at the end of the game. Now, I know our defense wasn't perfect either. They barely could stop the Bengals, but when we needed them to come through the most, they came through and stopped the Bengals and gave our offense one more go around to try to tie the ball game up and to go into overtime. And for a second there, we almost came back. But Derek Carr throws an interception with the time winding down. Some really questionable calls out there on the offensive side of the ball, but man, our season ends here. Josh Jacobs came away with 13 carries for 83 yards. Darren Waller has 7 catches for 76 yards, and we come away with a huge L in the playoffs. Derek Carr's debut wasn't really that good, but then it wasn't really that bad as well. It was a cold weather game, and I really feel like we just dug our own grave today in this game. But you know what? We got to move on to the offseason. I hope that we make all the right moves. Rich Bisaccia most likely will not return. I don't know if Mike Mayock is going to return next season, and even Derek Carr's future with this team is up in the air. So obviously, if there's some news that come out on this situation, you know I'm going to come out with the video. But with that being said, man, this was a really tough loss. Overall, I would say we had a successful season. With all the shit that we went through, we've had ourselves a successful season getting into the playoffs, and was, what, 1 touchdown away from taking this game into overtime and possibly winning, man. So I got to give kudos to this team, and we just got to move forward to next season, the 2022 season. With that said, Raider Nation, let me know what you guys' thoughts are on this game. Let me know your frustrations. Let me know how y'all feeling. And is this the last time that we've seen Derek Carr in the silver and black? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today on this video. I will go live tomorrow. I did not want to go live after the game because, you know what, I just want to spend some time with the wifey and the family and just have a good time and just digest this loss, man, because it's pretty tough. But you know what, we had a good season. We had a good season, Raider Nation. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, and if this is the first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this one. And just because we lost today doesn't mean that the channel is going to stop making content, because the off season is right around the corner. Well, it's right now for us, and I'm going to be coming out with a lot of videos as well. We ain't stopping. The grind ain't stopping. And I do want to say thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for this season, Raider Nation. Until the next video, this is your boy Simone Raider, and your boy is Yeah.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.